Cornell and Diehl, Mississippi mud. This is 2 ounce of pipe tobacco. Look at that date. June of 2006. 18 years old. What kind of history got to get on this? Let's see. Not bad. Yeah, this is an old black tobacco, Latakia, Perique, Cavendish. I can smell that Latakia. Welcome back to another review. Today we are reviewing Cornell and Diehl, Mississippi mud. And this is a very unique blend. It's Latakia, Black Cavendish, and Perique. Actually, unsweetened Black Cavendish. Very interesting blend. It's very smooth. Oh, granted, it's from 2006. But the Latakia is still there. 18 years, is it? 18-year-old tobacco. Latakia is still there. Black Cavendish is still somewhat there. And I get the Perique, a little bit of pepper, and it does get stronger as the bowl goes on. So it's there. 18 years later, it's all there. Now, very sweet, actually. The Black Cavendish is really mellowed out to a point where it's real sweet. So what's I can compare this to, because it's kind of a crossover because of that, you know, that the Latakia with the Black Cavendish, because sometimes that comes off as an arrow, even though it's unsweetened. I kind of compare it to Northwoods, but I think Northwoods has maybe a Burley or a Virginia instead of a Perique. That would be my difference. I think it's almost the same, close to the same percentage-wise. This is my opinion. I don't know. So maybe it might be close. It might not be close. I don't know. But to me, by looking at the tobacco compared to Northwoods, it's kind of close. This has a little bit more kick because of the Perique in it. Now, I'm going to recommend this one. On a rare occasion, I'm going to recommend something from Cornell and Diehl to smoke new. Why is that? Because the three tobaccos that are in here, Perique, Latakia, and Black Cavendish, have somewhat been altered. Okay, so Perique, we know, sits in those drums and those whiskey barrels for a year or whatever. They age or ferment and everything. You know, it's all going on. It's aging and fermenting. We have Perique. That was Perique. We have Latakia. Well, we know that gets smoked. You know, it's an Oriental tobacco. It gets smoked. It's black. Usually Latakia is pretty good out of the gate. Maybe a year or two, and then it really doesn't get any better after that. It kind of slowly fades off. The longer, the more years time goes by, the smokiness tends to fade with that. And then we have the Black Cavendish, which is pretty much pressure cooked. So we kind of heat treat the tobacco under pressure, and it kind of ferments that way. So we have kind of like 3 different type of fermentations going on that are kind of accelerated the tobacco. You know, we have the Perique with the oak barrels. We have the Black Cavendish with the heat pressure cooker, and we have the Latakia that gets smoked. So it's been altered. It's not like we pull the Virginia off the plant, we air dry it, we air cure it, and we have to let it age, sit on shelves and let it age. Typically, what cigar blenders do, you smoke a cigar, that's not new. Your cigars aren't harsh. They age the stuff. They have warehouses full. McBaron has warehouses full of stuff aged. They can pull aged in the bale that came from the factory, came from the farmer, and they just age it that way, and then they process whole leaves aged later on. But I would recommend this new only because, and I haven't smoked it new. Now, you could say, well, I haven't smoked the new. How could you recommend the new? I know the components. I know that a 6-month-old tin is going to be perfectly fine with this blend, because this is what 20 years plus of smoking constantly different blends and tasting different stuff over the years and understanding how the process of the tobacco, the curing process, and understanding the different types of tobacco and how they're cured over the years. What you like. I know a fresh tin of this will be perfectly fine because it's not pulled off the plant and aged by air. Okay, it's a little bit, it's been altered. Yeah, 3 altered tobaccos here. So we'll get down. I know this gets strong. Every review I do, I smoke almost a half a tin before I even film anything. So just I know what's going on ahead of time. I always give it a couple bowls, even though it's in the meerschaum and it's pretty consistent from start to finish. I always want to have a few bowls before I even want to talk about it. So we'll get further down. Yeah, this is a good blend. This is I can tell that the Latakia has been toned down some, but I still taste it after 18 years. It's still there. It has a little kick, a little spice from the Perique, sweetness from the Black Cavendish. So yeah, this is actually a sleeper blend. If I don't hear anybody talking about it. I never hardly see it posted or so. It's been around for years. They still make it. They make it in the 2 ounces. They make it in the 8 ounces. But yeah, if you're looking for something, how I always talk about age. That's primarily newer tobaccos that aren't somewhat treated. Now, what I mean by that is like a Black Cavendish, a Perique, a Latakia. There's some treatment to it. There'd be a natural treatment, like smoking it, the Latakia or the Perique with the fermentating in the oak barrel. So, that's what I mean by something like that. But this is a perfect blend to try new. For you newer guys out there, you want to get into Latakia. Say you're an aromatic smoker, you want to get into Latakia a little bit. I think this is a good one. There's been a lot of talks over the years. Boswell's Northwoods, like I mentioned earlier, was always a good crossover blend to try. If you don't have access to Northwoods, pick up a tin of this and try it. You might like it. It shouldn't be harsh. It shouldn't be. So, yeah, with that being said, this is a good blend to try to get into Latakia, a good blend to try something that's more natural tobaccos that are not treated with aromatics that are new. You can try it new. So you got an option. You don't have to age everything. So, and I think the Latakia will probably be a little bit more stronger, a little bit more smokier. What I mean by stronger, a little bit more smokier. And it might even be more flavorful than what this is, but this is still 18 years later. This is still an enjoyable smoke. So How much longer past that? I don't know. Past that 20-year mark, I wouldn't spend a lot of money looking for aged Mississippi mud for sure. I would kind of pass on that. But I bought this a while ago at a show. Just getting around to it. All right, that's all I got. Have a good one.